Yeah.
We need to hang out. I don't know how many.
You're good? Okay.
They have all those like my mom can sit here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Good evening, and welcome to the Woodbridge High School Theater. As a courtesy to the performers on stage and to the patrons seated around you, we ask that there be no eating or drinking while inside the theater, and please, no flash photography or videotaping of the performance. At this time, please take a moment to silence all cell phones and pagers. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Turn it on more. To support Heather. Oh, I thought I didn't have to. Hello. That's okay, I'll shout. Just wanted to thank everyone for being here to support Heather and her family. And I wanted to really thank Woodbridge High dance team, Woodbridge High ASB, the students, Miss Carrie and Miss B for helping me with everything. I also wanted to thank all my friends and family and for being here to make this happen. And I'd like to introduce Heather's stepdad, Clark Severson, and he's going to fill us in on how Heather's doing. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, everyone, and I really appreciate you being here this evening. I know some of you know what's been going on with Heather, because a lot of you are really close to the family, but I also know that many of you are here in support of the performer, so I wanted to give you just a brief update of what's been happening with Heather. On October the 25th, she was riding her quad and had a collision with a dune buggy out in Glamis. That collision resulted in numerous fractures, including her clavicle, scapula, her pelvis, 3 fractures in her vertebrae, and small fractures in her hands and legs. She also incurred a severe head trauma, and it resulted to date in 11 surgeries. So she started out with Life Flight bringing her to the University of California, San Diego, where we spent the first 5 weeks in intensive care, and then she spent about a week in standard care. Then we were able to transport her up here, and she spent the last couple of months going back and forth between Children's Hospital in Orange County and where she currently is, which is called the Healthbridge Children's Hospital in Orange. She's doing very well. She's come a long way. The first week, of course, was very touch and go. We were really concerned whether she would make it or not. But now she's come such a long way, and she's able to respond to us with blinks for yes and blinks for no. She does have some little bit of motor skill in her hand, so she's able to try to communicate with us that way. She does have the moments where she seems to be pretty depressed and has to fight with the fact that she can't communicate with us, but it does appear that most of her memory and things and the people that she knows and loves, she recognizes, so that's a great progress. The physicians, of course, can't really tell us what the prognosis is long term, so we take it one day at a time. And we work with her, the physical therapists work with her, and her parents work with her, try to help her gain her abilities back. So she is currently in what we call a scale of 3 to 4 on a coma scale of 8. Coma is not being like a light switch on and off. A coma is really something where you progress through the ability of 0 being almost completely unable to communicate with anyone, and 8 being, as you and I, which is pretty cognitive of everything going on around us. She's about a 3 or a 4, so she still has a long ways to go, and she's still working on getting her motor skills back. So to prepare you a little bit, she will be coming in. Actually, we thought this was going to be about intermission time, so I apologize for the long delay, but she'll be coming in pretty soon. But we have only 1 hour that the doctor would release her from the hospital. She's coming in by ambulance, which was donated by the Pacific Ambulance Company, and we really appreciate their donation. coming in with her mom and with Nancy Deans, who volunteered, who's a registered nurse and friend of the family, and she volunteered to help out, so she's riding in the ambulance also. But as soon as she arrived, we'll be bringing her in, and so she'll only be able to participate for about an hour, and then she has to go back to the hospital. So we appreciate your understanding that she won't be able to interact with any of us today, but we would invite any and all of you who would like to come by. She's at Elfbridge Children's Hospital in Orange, and visiting hours are pretty 8 to 8, so anytime you want to stop by, we'd love to have you. We know that Heather's care and her progress is made possible in a large part by those of you who were able to come and visit with her, because she really, really responds to her girlfriend and much more than that to me, certainly, and to her dad and to her mom. So everybody that can spend some time, hold her hand and talk to her, we really appreciate and love you that do that. So thank you so much for your thoughts and your prayers. Please keep them coming, and she'll be here shortly.